LRBAquatics.com. See if I can flip you guys over with my nose. Oh no, I can't. Hold on 1 second here. Hello world. How's it going? Camera shy. Hope you guys are all doing great. If not, as always, hope it's getting better for you. So I'm up here in the utility section. This is the tank that I did yesterday and set it up for cory cats and guppies. So I thought I'd go ahead and share with you. I was going to do endlers versus breeding guppies, but I wasn't quite set up right to do it yet tonight with the way things have been going. And big shout out Twin City Guppies. He's in this chat right now. These are actually his guppies, and they are absolutely phenomenal. And enough of me rambling. Let me flip you guys over. We can check out this tank we put together yesterday in that video. So if you haven't seen it yet, you'll know what I'm talking about if you go watch it later. But this is the guppy I went with. That's the Tiger Mosaic Guppy. Went with the Pilo Moss in here. I'm gonna go ahead and let him free so we can see him in the actual tank. Trying to get that thumbnail. He's looking beautiful now. He's sitting up here. I better get this on him while he is. But I actually had him in a black substrate tank up in QT, and he still looked great. But I remember when I was at the Aquatic Experience on Twin City Guppies tank, or in it, they had white substrate, and he looked absolutely phenomenal with that white substrate. Because his body with black substrate, actually it starts getting dark. It gets really dark. But if you put him on a lighter substrate, those patterns and true colors really start to shine. So really digging them with this white substrate and black background. But yeah, big shout out to Twin City Guppies. Got that from them. And then that pile of moss I put in there, good thing I put rocks on it, because it would have definitely floated up into the top of the tank, so that helped. But you can see it's purling. It's got water or air bubbles on it like crazy. But yeah, they're all good to go. They've been in there all day. Here's the female. The female's even really colorful too. He's just pop. I can't wait till this tank fills up with them. They look really cool. But you can see the female's got a lot of color on her tail. And I don't normally get into mosaics. I really don't. But like, these are, I'm pretty sure these are the only mosaics I have out of all my guppies. And for those who follow me know I've got a ton of different guppy types. But these are definitely by far the coolest mosaics I have ever seen. There you go, come on up here, guy. Oh yeah, pretty neat. And then the Malaysian driftwood, left that in there with Physodin. It's got some algae on it. It'll do good. There's a shrimp in here somewhere. I may add shrimp. I haven't put the cory cats in here quite yet. I'm gonna go with the duplicarius, but they're gonna be really hard to catch. Did put some water lettuce in there. I can show you what the duplicarius look like. The type of cory cat I will be putting in there. And guppies, they have a great symbiotic relationship with planted tanks too. If you guys haven't seen my super easy way to keep planted aquariums, where it's like no filter, you don't need anything besides maybe a heater if you don't keep your room warm enough, and that's like low 70s. But they have this symbiotic relationship with plants that they end up producing a lot of CO2 for the plants. They pick off all the mulm and whatnot from the plants, and they just they create absolutely beautiful planted aquariums. And if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely recommend you searching YouTube for LRB super easy planted aquariums, and should come up. And I'll show you some examples of those as well. See, the thing with the duplicarius, like every other cory cat type that's in this 240, that's what we're looking at now. So I'm gonna have to catch them out of the 240. A lot of these plants are really starting to color up. But they go full blast again with those. Oh, there's one right there. Now, he's not grown much. I wish this would let me focus more, but he's kind of got that stripe. He's right by the Dolphi. He's kind of blended in. They get decent size too. There's a nice school in there. Those are the ones I'm going to end up using. Like, these plants are starting to show some color now. Ever since I started dosing my macros and micros together, it's been making a big difference. Digging that tank. Got Oddball Aquatics over here, changing water. Now, a lot of you guys were asking me about Ben, who was helping me a while back. He actually ended up finding another part-time job. He was still willing to help, but now I got full-time help too. It's kind of hard for me to work them both at the same time. He hasn't really hit me up asking for work, so I'm not pressing it on him. And if he ever does want to do some work or whatever, hit me up to hang out. He's always free too, but yeah, he's still a member of the club. He's still doing his fish thing. He's still got a channel as well, so check out his, I believe it's Bam Fish Keeping, something like that. But here's one of those tanks I was telling you about. It's an all inler tank. This is my bachelor tank. No filter, no air stone, no nothing. That is just a way for me to add water in easily since I have so many. Well, you can see, I mean, the plant growth is awesome. Now, I do feed my plants fertilizers. If you want to check that out, look back the last few videos. At least last week I did a couple where I talked all about it. What crip is what? This is a Heuteroi crip. It's growing a little different in there than some of the other tanks. There you go, Candy Overhauls. Thank you so much for linking up Bam's YouTube channel there on the chat. And then this is a Ferrigenia. I call it the Frigno crip for the longest time because I didn't know how to pronounce the name. This is actually a super rare crip. Gets like silverish purple and like tiger stripes. That's a $150 crip. Well, just one of them is. Actually, that's actually big for $150. That's a pretty rare crip. You won't find those for sale anywhere. And the Heuteroi, those are hard to find for sale. But they grow kind of different. I'm going to show that to you guys here real quick. But they get that bullated leaves. There's another Heuteroi. It's more green in that tank. Then in here, it's kind of getting a little different color on the leaves there with the Heuteroi. I think it may have something to do with iron, possibly. Not 100% sure. I do have those for sale on my website. They did get up to the top of the tank one point. But yeah, oh wait. Quick span. Everything's looking pretty good in here. AE tank's still doing well. Looks like the AOC guppies are still kicking and chilling it in there. I may change out the guppies in there though, I don't know. Even though I got a bunch of other ones in there, I may put them in there. Ever since I found out the relationship with guppies and planet aquariums, it's been really hard for me not to put guppies all over the place. How are the CRS as Julian prevalent? They are doing pretty good. They haven't, I think there are some babies in here, but not many. I don't know how much they like all these water changes. But yeah, I'm not seeing much for babies. She's pregnant up there, up top. So they are about to pop, but a lot of the babies haven't been surviving as well. I think that could be due to just having cleaner water and not enough gunk and junk for them to actually live off of. I do need to move some fish for breeding, like these Luminatus and these Arutus. Everything else looking pretty good, looking pretty good, and I'm pretty happy about it. Yep. Have you closed up the outdoor tubs for the season? No, so they're still running. They got fish in there. They got a good feeding today. I run that all year round since it's heated. I got 5,000 watts of heat out there. That's actually probably going to end up looking different. Hopefully I'm going to get this done soon. All that artwork. I got it down here, so it's already moved a bit. So hopefully I can get it on the wall. We'll see. We'll see. Well, alright, I'm going to make this video kind of short here. Aru too soon? Yes, I have a bunch growing out. Unfortunately, fish take time to grow out, a lot longer than we really realize. But I will have some more for you guys. I got a ton of the Aru too, actually, growing out. I've got fry, I've got some about juvenile, actually some about ready. How do you breed corydoras aeneas? Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Those are fairly easy for corydoras though. Somebody, I'm sure somebody in the chat has bred them. Hey, Haley, have you bred the aeneas? No. Okay, no, she hasn't bred the aeneas yet. Were these pseudos in 20 longs? Those were actually 10 gallons that I had those breeding in. Any Black Friday deals? No, every day's a deal on my website. I don't think I could do Black Friday deals. It won't even let me set it up either way if I wanted to. But my prices, for what they are, they're pretty legit. Naked Reefer, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Says, so many tanks, what do you feed them all? You guys are the best. Like, seriously. This video is sponsored by Naked Reefer. And not these guys. But this is what I feed it. Tetracolor tropical granules. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. You super chatters, that's who you guys. That's what you guys are really doing, and it really helps me out big time, big time, big time. All right. So thank you again, Naked Reefer. All right, I gotta hop off here because it's so easy to just keep talking to you guys and let this run forever. But hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If not, hit that dislike button. It's there if you didn't. But if you do, tell me why you didn't like it. Because, hey, maybe I'll learn something new. But share if you'd like to. That also helps a ton. If, say, like you guys really want to help promote this channel up, get other people into this natural way of fish keeping, that really helps. Like any of my videos. Anyways, I'm hopping off here. Till next time, everybody. Peace and thanks for hanging out. You guys are